Hello, friends. I welcome you all to this session of Weekly Current Affairs. And today we are going to deal the current affairs from 16th August to 22nd August 2020. Our first news is related to International Solar Alliance. So, International Solar Alliance, as we know, it is an alliance of 121 countries and spearheaded by India. It is going to hold World Solar Technology Summit for the first time on 8th September 2020. Now, the aim of this World Solar Technology Summit is to bring the world's scientists and engineers together to address the challenges to make energy affordable. The aim is to create a world solar bank, and it will be a size of 15 billion US dollars, and it will showcase the next generation solar technology. As far as solar power in India is concerned, we have an ambitious target of achieving 100 gigawatt of solar power by 2022, and at present by July 2020 we had a solar power generation in India at 35 gigawatt. So what we are producing at present is 35 gigawatt, and in next 2 years we have to increase it to 100 gigabyte watt of solar power. Now, this international solar alliance consists of, as I told you, 121 countries, and the aim is to tap the benefit of solar power, and there are and as a result it aims to promote clean energy. Now, it consists of countries between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn as the main members, and the other countries, they can enjoy the benefit of the alliance, but they cannot vote. So, what is important for us to know is that International Solar Alliance is going to hold a World Solar Technology Summit, which will be the first summit of its kind. The aim is to showcase the next generation solar technologies, and it is going to be held in September 2020. Now, our another important news is regarding the dwarf planet. Now, first of all, we should understand that what are dwarf planet. So, dwarf planets are those which fulfill certain conditions which are set by International Astronomical Union. Now, what are those conditions which they have to fulfill as per the International Astronomical Union? First of all, they should orbit around the sun. Now, this is common for all the planets that they should orbit around the sun in the solar system. It should not be a moon. This is also same for other also. But the main difference between dwarf planet and main planet is that it should not have cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. This means that it is not a dominant body in its orbit around the sun. That is, the other small bodies or heavenly bodies may be present in its orbit around the sun. Then it is called a dwarf planet. Now, at present, we have our International Astronomical Union have recognized five dwarf planets in solar system. These are Pluto, Eris, Haumea, Makemake, and Ceres. The news is that one of this um, dwarf planet, Ceres, which is found between Mars and Jupiter, is found to be containing water. So it is a water rich dwarf planet. So that is what has been discovered by NASA. Next is another judgment of Supreme Court which is important, and it is regarding PM Cares Fund. Now, the first of all, let me tell you that what is this PM Cares Fund. Pradhan Mantri Cares Fund has been created as a public charity trust, and it was set up by central government, and the aim was to deal with the emergency posed by COVID-19 so that the state governments can utilize this fund for dealing with this pandemic. Now, a public interest litigation was filed in Supreme Court by an NGO in which it said that the Pradhan Mantri Cares Fund should be should be shifted to or transferred to National Disaster Response Fund, that is NDRF, because the logic given in the PIL in this support was that because COVID-19 pandemic has been declared as notified disaster. But the Supreme Court declined it and said that there is no need to transfer the fund under PM CARES Fund towards the National Disaster Response Fund. And the logic behind it was that the organizations are free to contribute either to NDRF and or either to Prime Minister CARES Fund. So this is one important news. Another important persons in news is Sri Satyapal Malik. Sri Satyapal Malik has been appointed as governor of Meghalaya. Now, this is important because he has earlier been governor of Bengal. Sorry, he has been governor of Bihar in 2017 and 18. There, in 2018, he was given the additional charge to serve as governor of Orissa. Thereafter, he was made the governor of Jammu and Kashmir in 2018 and 19, and it was during his tenure that Article 370 was abrogated by the Parliament. Thereafter, he was shifted as governor of Goa, and now he has been shifted as governor of Meghalaya. And Sri Bhagat Singh Koshyari, who is presently the governor of Maharashtra, has now been also given the additional charge of governor of Goa. So the important news here is that Sri Satyapal Malik has been appointed as the governor of Meghalaya, and earlier he has served as governor of Bihar, of Orissa, of Jammu and Kashmir, and Goa. Now, another is that a new ranking has been introduced, that is Atal ranking of institution on innovative achievements. So what this does is that it ranks the institute on the basis of the innovations they have made, and this ranking was announced by Vice President Venkaiah Naidu ji. And in this, the top institution is IIT Madras. So IIT Madras has been given rank 1 in ARIIA 2020, that is Atal Ranking of Institution on Innovative Achievement. IIT Madras is followed by IIT Bombay, which is ranking second, and that is followed by IIT Delhi, which is ranking third. Next, one important scientific news is regarding South Atlantic Anomaly. Now, what was happening is that when over a certain portion of South Atlantic, when any computer or ship on board ship which was having computer or satellite was passing, it was seen that there was some interference in it. Now, on probe, it was found that this is because of the dent in the magnetic field in this region. And this dent has now been called South Atlantic Anomaly. So, NASA has discovered that there is a small evolving dent in Earth's magnetic field, and this dent is found over South America and South Atlantic Ocean, and it is called South Atlantic Anomaly. As a result, what happens is that it is a weak spot in the Earth's magnetic field. That is, the Earth's magnetic field there is very less intensity. Now, the reason because of it is that they say that it is because of tilt of magnetic axis of Earth and flow of molten metals within the outer core. Now, because of this dent, what happens is that the magnetic field, which acts as protective shield to the Earth and repels the charged particles from the Sun, and as this due to this anomaly, the magnetic field becomes weak and it is unable to re- repel all the charged particles from the sun, and therefore the onboard computers as well as the satellites passing over the area find certain interference, and this interference is because of the magnetic dent. Next important news is regarding National Recruitment Agency. Now, at present, there are almost 20 recruitment agencies, including IBPS, Staff Service Selection (SSC), and Railway Recruitment Board. Now, they are conducting examinations and selecting candidates for almost 1.25 lakh government jobs. But because of this multiplicity of agencies, even the government as well as the candidates are facing a lot of hassles. In order to streamline this, the Union Cabinet has approved setting up of a national recruitment agency. Now, this national recruitment agency, that is NRA, will be conducting common eligibility tests for public sector banks and government jobs, and it will be for non-gazetted posts in the public sector and government, central government. And it is also that the score of CET will be valid for 3 years, and candidates qualifying it can apply for higher level of examination. So this NRA is an important thing. Next is a report that has been published by National Commission on Population. Now, what this report of National Commission of Population says is that by year 2031, that is in another almost 11 years, India will overtake China and will be the most populous country in the world. So, as per National Commission on Population report that has been submitted by it on population projection for the period 2011 and 2036, it says that by year 2031, India will overtake China and will be the most populous country in the world. Now, the positive side of the report says is that the sex ratio will increase from 943, which in 2011, to 957, which will be in 2036. Sex ratio is number of females per thousand males. So there will be an increase, as per the report, there will be an increase in the sex ratio by almost some 14 points. Next is that Swachh Sarvekshan. So Swachh Sarvekshan 2020 was held, and the result is that for the fourth consecutive time, Indore, which is in Madhya Pradesh, has bagged the level of cleanest city in the country. So for the fourth time, as per the Swachh Sarvekshan 2020, Indore in Madhya Pradesh has been announced the cleanest city in the country. This is followed by Surat of Gujarat and Navi Mumbai of Maharashtra. As far as the best Ganga town in the survey is concerned, Varanasi has bagged this award. So that was about Swachh Sarvekshan 2020. Next is that Ramesh Chand Task Force, which was set up by Niti Aayog, and it has said that it is regarding the sugar cane prices, and it has said that sugar cane price should be linked to the sugar rates. That is, as the fluctuation in the sugar rate happens in the market, let the sugar cane price also fluctuate. However, it has recommended a one-time increase in minimum sugar price at rupees 33 per kg. Then it has also stated that minimum support price of sugarcane must be reviewed every 6 months. So what is important is that Ramesh Chandra task force has been set up for what? It has been set up for linking the sugarcane price to sugar rates. Next is regarding Rajiv Kumar. Shri Rajiv Kumar, who was former finance secretary and now he has been appointed as election commissioner. As we know, Sri Ashok Lavasa, who is the outgoing election commissioner, he is to join Asian Development Bank as vice president, and Rajiv Kumar, was the former finance secretary, is going to replace uh, Sri Ashok Lavasa. Next is an important council that has been set up, that is National Council for Transgender Persons. Now, in year 2019, an act was passed that is called Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act. And as per this act, a council was to be set up for transgender person, and now the government of India has constituted this council for transgender persons. The main aim of this council will be to advise the central government on formulation of policies, legislation, programs, and projects with respect to transgender persons. So basically, for the welfare of these transgender persons, National Commission for Transgender will be constituted. Now, one important program which was mentioned by Prime Minister in his Independence Day address is One Sun, One World, One Grid project. Now, One Sun, One World, One Grid project was first introduced by Prime Minister in 2018 during the International Solar Alliance. What it seeks is that it seeks to build a global cooperation on building a global ecosystem of interconnected renewable energy resources. So, all the countries in the world should get interconnected with each other in the sharing of this renewable energy resources, and it is to be implemented in three phases. First, India's neighborhood countries will be covered. Thereafter, countries in the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and African countries will be connected, and thereafter, all the countries around the globe will be connected. So, one sun, one world, one grid project is being launched in order which aims at transnational electricity grid for supplying solar power project. Next is that National Sports Award 2020. National Sports Award is for 2020 has been announced, and here basically what is to be remembered is that Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award has been given to four persons. One is Rohit Sharma, a cricketer, and then para athlete M. Thengavellu, wrestler Vinesh Fogart, and Indian women hockey team captain Rani Rampal. So this is important. These four persons are important. That besides many persons, 27 sports person being given Arjuna Award and Dronacharya Award, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award has been given on these four persons. So let's have a quick review of as to what all we have covered this week. One is that World Solar Technology Summit is going to be held on September 8, 2020. Uh, Thereafter, dwarf planet series of solar system has been found to contain water. Supreme Court has ruled that the funds under PM cares will not be allowed, or will not ask it to transfer that fund to National Disaster Response Force Fund. Satyapal Malik has been appointed as Governor of Meghalaya. Then, in the Atal ranking of institution on innovative achievement, IIT Madras has ranked the first position, followed by IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi. Then NASA has confirmed a dent in Earth's magnetic field between the South America and South Atlantic Ocean. It is called South Atlantic Anomaly. Thereafter, Union Cabinet has approved for setting up of National Recruitment Agency, which will conduct common eligibility tests for public sector banks and government jobs. Thereafter, as per National Commission on Population, India's population will overtake that of China by 2031, and by 2036 the sex ratio of country will increase from 943 to 957. As per Swachh Sarvekshan 2020, the cleanest city for the fourth consecutive time is Indore, that is in Madhya Pradesh, and the best Ganga town is Varanasi. Then the Ramesh Chand Task Force has recommended to link sugar price to sugar rates, as well as one-time increase in minimum sugar price to rupees 33 per kg. Then Rajiv Kumar, the former Finance Secretary, has been appointed as Election Commissioner. National Council for Transgender Persons have been constituted, which will consist of members from community and from central department. Then One Sun, One World, One Grid project will integrate, or it is a transnational electricity grid supplying solar power project. Then, as per the National Sports Award 2020, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award has been given to Rohit Sharma, para athlete M. Thengavellu, wrestler Vinesh Fogart, Indian women hockey team captain Rani Rampal. That's all for today. Thank you.